Hi guys, Martin here. Welcome to this basing tutorial. I'm going to do an urban base. So what we're doing here, ripping off pieces of flat cork, about 2-3 mil thick, just applying them randomly onto the base. And then for this video, I'm gluing them down with super glue because that's something that pretty much everyone has. I normally use a hot glue gun, but just to show that you can use PVA glue. You can use whatever you want. So just tear random pieces, random shapes. Try not to get any two straight edges, make sure some overlap, some underlap, and just stick them down, filling in the little gaps where they are on the edges. Just take smaller pieces and put them on there, build up a little bit of height as well, so it's not all just on one level, but it's whatever you guys think's work. Then try it with your model, see how he stands on there, and then you'll know where you just need to build up a little bit higher on some parts, so that the feet are in the right places, and it'll just look correct when you do it. So you go through all that, and then here I'm using a H-bar from plastic kits available on eBay, and I just cut them on an angle, and then again using the super glue, I stick them in coming out of the rock, so they're going to look like broken iron girders. You can use paper clips coming out to look like the steel rods, like the strengthening rods, but I'm not a big fan of using both of them because it becomes a case of less is more. And then PVA glue, available local supermarket or whatever hobby shop. Don't need cheap stuff. Just slap it on around. Make sure you're getting all the crooks and crannies. I use a cotton wool bud to push mine around. If you're going to use a brush, obviously make sure it's an old one. And don't be afraid to get it all over the base as well. Get in the crooks and cracks, but also get on the base because, guys, the gravel will be on there. In real terms, so it just adds more effect to it. Obviously then put it on a piece of paper or newspaper, pour your choice of gravel or sand or mixed stone over, tap it all off, same as doing any standard sort of sand base this bit, and pour it back in to make sure you don't waste. At that point I undercoat black from here, which is where we're up to now, and then I get my large brush, and then I get Mechanicum standard grey, and I stipple this on rather than painting it on too thick. It's a heavy coat, but by stippling it you're still getting a bit of the black coming through rather than just painting it on really thick and wet. Straight out to the pot. Make sure you get underneath the bits that are overhanging the base and get into it where you can. Next step is Celestra Grey, which is like a mid grey, and this is a dry brush stage. Don't worry about taking too much paint off the brush, but what you want to do here is clip over all the stones and all over the edge of each slab of concrete or each slab of tarmac, and again make sure you're getting around the edges of the base. Run over there, and then we go into Ulthen Grey, which is a lighter grey again. These are obviously GW colours, and just do that right over all the very edges and the higher stones, and picks out the extra detail. I made a smudge there, but while it's wet, move it with your finger. And then onto the Agrax Earthshade, everybody's friend, and just slap that on real thick, guys. Get it right over it, get it nice and thick. I'll give you the effect you want. Once that's dry, back into the Ulthen Grey for a lighter dry brush than you did last time, picking out those stones, picking out those edge pieces. Some people back and forth, some people do swirling motions. It's entirely up to yourself. You'll see the effect you want. And then I go on to White Scar from here. Some people mix it with the grey, but I don't. I just go straight for white, but very, 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 very light dry brush across the edges, and it really picks it out. At that point, guys, I've moved on to Vallejo Model Air Rust, and I'm painting all the iron girders in now. So just colouring all that in. You don't have to use the rust if you don't have it. Any brownish sort of colour will work for this. It makes sense for me to use it. I've got it in my pot, and whilst that's drying, because it seems to take a while, I then go on and put black right around the base. Again, I use Vallejo's colour for that, but any black's fine. You just run around the base. Any colour's fine as well. I just use black so that it makes the base pop out a little bit more. It gives it more of a showcase look. That's how I finish all my models. Some people use browns, greens. Anyway, once that's dry, guys, we move on to a steel colour or any metallic colour. Again, if you haven't got Vallejo, then you could use lead belcher or anything like that. It's just a light dry brush on those girders until you're happy with the effect that comes up. You'll know yourself when it works for you. Then as soon as I finish that, Agrax is back out, and just put a nice heavy wash of Agrax Earthshade over it, and then leave that to dry. That'll work that down. And that's it, guys. It's all done. On my next one, I won't hopefully have the grids behind it because that seems to affect things. But this is the base finish, my first tutorial using time lapse, so I hope it's come across okay. Please like, comment and subscribe on the video. And if you've got any suggestions or requests for other tutorials that you want coming up, then leave them into the comments box on the bottom, and I'll see if I can get around to getting some done. And thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.